E63 2012. Why it's here? Mr. John here, he's changing the headers. He removed the stock headers from here and he will gonna install the long tube headers here. This and this. New gaskets, very good, excellent. That's the old one. Alright. What's the catalytic converter inside? Nope, it's empty. It never had a catalytic converter. Yeah, you can see there. It's been cutted. Okay, this I'm gonna have also a checkup of this car. I have it here. They remove the engine probably. Looks like. Yeah, there is sealant. Okay, the checkup not now, later. There is a leak from the cover. They are up. They They have pulled out the cylinder heads. Yep. Yep. I have already removed the cylinder heads, and I don't see the casting on the outlet ports, on the exhaust ports. I don't see the casting. It looks nice and smooth. Maybe they machine it. Maybe it went to CNC. Looks very good, the surface. It might trick me because, okay, yeah, it is what it is, right? Alright, so the checkup, Mr. John here, he's gonna continue with the headers. He's gonna install it properly, make sure don't touch anywhere. The engine mounts looks like it's new. We didn't change engine mounts, right? It came like that, the car was. Okay, excellent, very good. Transmission mount looks new also. One advice, if you're planning to change headers, exhaust manifold, headers, yes, okay, and your engine mounts are gone, you're not gonna have to pay extra labor for the engine mounts because it's very easy. If you remove the headers, it's just 3 minutes job. Usually, let us say if somebody needs engine mounts and headers, we are not charging for the engine mounts, we are charging only for the installation of the headers, and everybody happy. Fine, fine, just to be clear, it looks clean, it doesn't look bad. Alright, looking good. Alright, Mr. John, sorry, not Derek. Mr. John, you can proceed. Later on, we're gonna check the car. Has a stage 2 supercharger, this car. We're gonna see all these things later, not now.
Exhaust is touching somewhere, also mention bro, please.
Where it's touching?
I don't know customer complaint, bro. That's what I don't
Okay, fix the headers and then we're gonna see where it's touching, Mr. Omar. Now, without the headers on, to see what? Right? Continue, Mr. John. Continue. Okay. Nah, I make mistake. It might not be ported, that the ports, the exhaust ports from that cylinder head, because yeah, it has a good finishing. I was not remembering that. Yeah. Yeah. It's just clean, does have so much carbon. That's why. E63 2012. I start making this video since yesterday, and today it is Friday, right? Yes, 9 of September. Okay, the guys, they install the headers. Headers are in place. And let's check the car. Alright. It looks very nice and clean car, by the way. Brakes, perfect. Lip, little bit, not something crazy. Okay. Tires. Did I make a video before? For week of 22. I don't remember if I make a video. I remember the rim. I might be wrong. Okay. This an extra. No comment about that. Alright, for week of 22. Since you can see the date, 99% you're gonna be facing outside. It's supposed to be like that. New brake pads, brake rotors looks excellent. I don't see any problem here. Here, yep, perfect, no worries. 10 week of 22, nice, looking good, looking beautiful, looking excellent. By the way, it's a very clean car. I don't see anything wrong on this car. Fine. Here, advice. It's not a bone stock, alright? Has a long tube headers and has stage 2 supercharger. Fine. I'm not saying that for the stock application. just saying for performance wise, and I'm saying on the specific application as it is. You have on the muffler this pipe like this, and you have this pipe like this. My opinion here is to cut here on the weld and put the same size till here. I'm not saying to change the geometry or to change the tailpipes or something, or cut this piece. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just remove this pipe here, cut it where is the weld, and here, and make it the same diameter as it is this one, for flow. Same thing from this side. Just an opinion, just an advice. Never mind. For the diffuser, I'm not commenting anything. The protection bolt, always it comes apart. This protection, it's cheap to get it, but it's a little bit expensive you're gonna pay more labor than the product, than the part, actually. It's a common. Some people, they're saying, okay, who cares? We are in a dust environment on the sand, you know. Yeah. It's an optional. Oh, everything is an optional, like I said before. Here, what's that? Who knows what's that? Hi, man. Good morning. You came early today, huh? Peter, it's nice and clean. Splendid. Alright, alright. I don't see any crack. I don't see any crack. Nope. Okay, it's looking good, looking good, looking good. Nice. Stabilizer bar link, it's okay. Bolts, I don't see any problem here. The bolt joints, same thing here. Stabilizer bar. What's this oil? Ah, from the power steering here because they open it. Okay, alright, fine. They have to clean it. They're looking good. I have to check a little bit the bushings. They're a little bit tired, but it's solid, so you're not gonna have any problem. 99%. I've seen much worse, and they're not playing. Alright, let's make the car down. Let's make it down. Like I said earlier, it's a very nice and clean car. It looks beautiful. The key, I have no clue where's the key. I don't know how many kilometers. Is it 2012? Nope, it's not 2012. Omar, he told me it's a 2012. It's not. It's 2010. Yep. Alright, fine. Just a second, let's open the boot lid back. Nope. One can open. Alright, this here looks like the engine bay. Alright. I'm gonna say again what I said to the owner, just on the video to be clear. Alright. Here I see the guys that changed this pipe. This pipe, it was squeezing so much. It was too much the angle. It was like that. The pipe, what they put, it's a coolant pipe. I'm talking for our guys here in the garage, alright? This one, with the temperature and the hydraulic fluid, it's gonna come like a chewing gum, and in the best case scenario, after a month, it's gonna start leaking. In worst case scenario, after a week. Fine? You're not putting coolant hose on the hydraulic fluid. It's a rule. You can put the hydraulic hose on the fluid. Alright, or let us say if you don't find 90 degrees like this, you fix one fitting 90 degrees and then you put hydraulic pipe till one point and then hydraulic pipe to the other point. One stainless steel, let us say 90 degrees fitting, and everybody happy. Why this is happening? Because the power steering tank here, it's supposed to be from this side. You're gonna tell me, okay, why it's from this side? Because from this side, they put the coolant for the supercharger. It doesn't have an ice tank. So they fix it with this way. Then you have the coolant here for the supercharger, and you have the power steering fluid here for the steering pump. There's nothing wrong with that. It's fine, it's okay. Just what need? This need to get away. This is not the right pipe. I have mentioned this 1,000,000 times. Yeah, never ending story. Okay, the filter is inside. It's a good thing to wash it. We are talking about performance. Now, okay, coolant has inside. Expansion tank looks good, looking new, amazing, excellent. I don't see any leak from here, from front. That's also good. It's also beautiful. Damper pulley stock, obviously, because it's stage 2 supercharger. Alright, they keep plugged the solenoid, yeah, for sure. This is what? This one. What in here is that? Why I don't remember what's that? I don't remember what's that. This is like the integer temperature. But the integer temperature sensor is over there, back. The wiring. Ah, maybe it's... No, it didn't have a solenoid, second solenoid, the small one. Or it had the E-class. For the secondary injection. Yeah, we're gonna see about that. We might be able... Here what we have? We have one map sensor here, one map sensor here. Some models, they have a map sensor on the pipe for the secondary injection. So you just have to plug it in, and then from the tune is gonna take care about this. But on the Supercharger, the map sensor, you relocate it down there. That's the map sensor. There is a specific position for the map sensor. And then you make extension from here. This is the channel, the plug if you like, for the map sensor that's on the intake manifold. How you know that? Because next to it there are the plugs for the throttle. So you have the solenoid for the flaps, you have the map sensor and the two throttles. So this definitely, this plug, you're extending it, 3 cables, it's coming with a kit, and then you're plugging in the map sensor back over there. In this case, what they have done, they have plugged there with a map sensor to don't losing the vacuum, and they have pipe, they have connect both map sensors, don't ask me why, and they're taking it from where? I hope that they're not giving boost. It's not measuring boost, it's always on vacuum. That's how it's working. I have to check about that. Did they change the PCB? I cannot see the date on the PCB. It's written a date on the PCB. I don't know if it's a new one or if it's an old one. Then, let's see the battery since we are here. Right, why not? Fine. Okay, this looks like it's 51st week of 2020. This is how it looks like. That means it's 2021. The battery, excellent, that's beautiful. Not bad, not bad. Let's put back in place this one and secure it properly. Some people, they fail to engage properly this plastic. They are putting it like this and then start playing. If you put it properly, it doesn't. Now that I'm thinking again, they have to open it again to connect the battery. Yeah, forget it. Forget about that. Alright, what they have done here, bracket. Yeah, alright. Has a coolant inside for the Supercharger, or because it's higher, this pipe, you're gonna start coming coolant out. Oh shit, no. I need both hands probably. I need to support this tank and then try to open it to don't destroy anything, or the bracket don't bend it. If they fill up the coolant while it's running the pump, it might be full of coolant here, so when I'm gonna open it, it's gonna start coming out the coolant. I wanna see about that. And I have to check also the air compressor because it starts. Wait. Next, if you notice something, there is no methanol on the car. Fine. And you have custom pulley, Supercharger pulley, that it looks like they put a Teflon here. Usually, the pulleys on the Weeble Supercharger, you have to warm up the pulley and then you have to slide inside because it has very good clearance. Let us say it doesn't have a clearance at all. You warm up the pulley, you put in place, and then you're bolting it down with a little bit of Loctite, and everybody happy. In this case, what they have done to center it, they have put Teflon. That's not the ideal, and I'm stopping there. I'm not saying anything more than this. All right. Then, what I don't like, this Allen bolt, its face, this is more deep, this is a little bit deep, and the same thing. This and this, it looks the same. This is more out, this is more in. I don't know what's gonna happen if you try to open it. And these bolts, at least me, it's one use only. If you change the pulley or something and you torque it down, next time that you're gonna open the pulley, put a new one. Don't put the old one. Nobody will gonna like this. Then, I don't remember if I mentioned, this pulley, it's a custom pulley. It's not the pulley that came with the Supercharger. What I've said to the customer, since you don't have water methanol injection and you're running on a pump gas, by putting a smaller Supercharger pulley here, you create so much hot air for the engine that you're gonna be powerful, let us say, for 1 or 2 seconds, and then the car will gonna start losing power. You're gonna see the intake temperature will gonna raise to the sky, you're gonna reach 70, 80 degrees Celsius. So you're gonna start cutting ignition timing, you're gonna dump more fuel inside to protect the engine. Or let us say, like what I said to the customer, if you are cruising, let us say 130, 140 on the highway, and you're just cruising, and you floor it, you see that the car is reacting very good. It's responding, it has too much power. If you try to do it again, you're not gonna have the same power, because you're gonna produce so much temperature, the supercharger, that you're not gonna be able to maintain the same ignition timing. All right, that's my opinion, by the way. Just saying. We have a heat exchanger here that even if you put, I have tried in the past on the C-Class, not on the E-Class, I have tried before, I have cut the bumper reinforcement and we have put cooler front here, the same as it is the radiator, huge cooler. And I make it sandwich with the rest of the coolers, so to be effective, efficient, the radiator fan, to don't escaping, to be guide there through the coolers. Plus double pump, one pump front, one pump back on the ice tank, with insulation on the pipes and everything. And again, what was the results with a small pulley and without methanol? You push the car, has a good performance for a little bit more than 5 seconds, let us say, then it starts dying, then you see the intake temperature raising to the sky, but what's happening? From 80 degrees, it recovers down to 40 degrees very fast. Why? Because you have plenty of coolant. At that time I had 27 liters of coolant. The ice tank, the big radiator front, and all the pipes. So we're talking about that the air that it's passing through the heat exchanger, through the intercooler that has inside the supercharger, it's passing so fast that the heat exchanger, it cannot absorb this temperature, and you're ending up blowing hot air inside of the engine. For a daily use car and without water methanol, my advice, okay, put the smaller pulley. The smaller pulley, if I remember right, it's 57 millimeters. Put the smaller pulley. You're gonna be much more drivable, let us say. You're gonna be much more constant on the output of the car. That means you're not gonna start losing power or something. By having this one, you're gonna be good, let us say, if you put the balloon tires and you go to the drag race and you want to start fast, I understand, because you need the car, let us say, for a couple of seconds. For daily drive car, to use a smaller pulley, and this pulley also, that they put a Teflon to center it, and the bolts like this, it's not the ideal. That's my opinion, once again. Fine. What else? No need so many things. The car came here just for the headers, and like I said, I had a conversation with the customer. I said to the guys that I want to see the fuel pump back, the filter, the center unit, fuel filter and fuel pump, to see that's okay. I want to see the date, if they ever change it. And at the end, I'm gonna go with the customer, I'm gonna get a diagnostic with me, and I told him the simplest thing. We're gonna make one pull with a diagnostic just to see the intake temperature with the setup as it is. Fine. And then if he changes the supercharger pulley, yes, he's not gonna have the same peak. That means when he pulls the car, he's not gonna be so much aggressive, let us say, for the first 1-2 seconds, but you're gonna continue having power after all. Then, when you put long tube headers, you're losing pressure. Why? Because the engine is breathing more. You don't have resistance. The stock headers are smaller, and if you have also the gallon converters, okay, in this case it didn't have gallon converters inside, it was empty. But if you have the gallon converters and you have the stock headers, the boost is gonna raise higher because of the flow. Keep in mind, it doesn't have a wastegate, doesn't have external wastegate or something. The only thing what has there, it's one pneumatic actuator that when you are wide open throttle, it's closing the bypass flap. It's not adjustable. When you are full throttle, it's closing the bypass. When you release your foot from the throttle and it's closing and has a vacuum, it's just opening again to bypass the boost. Alright? That's how it is. Now, if you block the exhaust, you have more boost. But what's happening? You have more torque on at the beginning, on the low RPMs, if you like. Again, you have a 7-speed automatic transmission. It's a car, it's not a truck. It's not a Scania or Volvo that you're gonna pull something. You don't want to pull anything, alright? Plus the automatic transmission, it's not shifting between 2,000 and 3,000 RPMs. It's not a diesel. it's shifting between 5 and 7. So to have stupid amount of torque, let us say between 3000 RPMs, 2500 to 3500 RPMs, to me at least it doesn't make any sense. By putting in long tube headers, yes, you reduce the boost of the supercharger, you reduce the stress, that means you're not compressing that much, you have more flow, obviously, you try to help as much as possible, and you make much more progress from the middle range to high range RPMs. And that's the thing. Now, once again, if you fix the gearbox, the automatic transmission, the planetary gears, and then you tune it, and you need stupid amount of torque in a point that you're gonna have more than 4 or 5 degrees stretch the crankshaft, and you're gonna be ready to crack the crankshaft if you like, alright? Because there is a limit on the crankshaft, the torque, and you want to start, let us say, uphill with the slick tires and to pull 10 tons behind of you, that this will never gonna happen, but I'm just saying, then yes, I understand the principle. But in this case, like I said, the smaller pulley that comes here, even 60 will gonna be even better, but 57, if I remember right, you have the long tube headers, you tune it properly, and you enjoy your car. That's what I have to say. This is what I have to say. They have changed also the fuel injectors, as far as I can see, right? Or no? No, they haven't changed it. It's the stock one, right? I don't remember. It's been a long time. No, it's a stock one. It's a stock one. Stage 2, no need, no require. Has the looping back. Yes, there is a loop on the fuel rail. Fine. The brake booster. Okay, they're still in from back. It comes on the E-Class, it goes like this. There, and then it comes behind the firewall and it's ending up here. On the C-Class, it comes from here, from this side. So, what's remaining? I don't know if he wants to check the camshafts to open one cover. If I remember right, yesterday I saw that one cover was leaking. We're gonna ask the owner if he wants. We were gonna start it also to here for a cam adjuster, just in case, if it's making rattling. Just to know, not for anything else. It's purely up to the customer, whatever he wants. Pulleys, I see that it's been upgraded, all of them, but the tensioner, the tensioner pulley, it's not been upgraded, obviously, and the tensioner, it's the original tensioner. It does have the hard spring, because no require hard spring for the stage 2. It's a small belt, it's not a big belt. Okay. Alright, yeah, obviously the AC compressor has the original pulley. Also, this one, this pulley here is a good thing to upgrade it, and don't keep the plastic one, because it gets much more stress, alright? This pulley is important. The guided pulley I'm talking about, this one. This usually, it fails even with a natural aspirated. It gets much more stress than the rest. So that's it for now. When they come the guys, I just want to have an eye on the pump, on the fuel pump and the fuel filter, just to see the date and to see that it's not leaking from anywhere. And like I said to the owner, need some small things to don't have this pulley, definitely. Put the original pulley that sits properly and the new bolts here to be everybody happy. And he'll gonna be fine. Yeah. Standing by for cam adjuster sound. I hope you don't have any sound, don't have a ticking sound or something, and fuel pump and fuel filter. Oh, the car is in excellent condition from A to Z. I don't see any problem. Nice and clean car, all the covers on. I don't see any single problem. The bonnet's never been removed. You can see from the nuts there. Fenders, the same thing. It's in excellent condition. Does it really need the ice tank? Nope. It's a daily use car. It's not a dragster, right? If you're going in a racetrack, let us say every weekend, then yeah. But like this, it's gonna work. It's not gonna be. See, the coolant that has here has the coolant inside the heat exchanger, has the coolant in the tank, the pipes, and the intercooler front with one pump. Alright, this you might warm it up fast, let us say, especially if you launch the car from a dead stop or if you are inside of the city and you're expecting, let us say, from the radiator fan to cool for you everything. And especially where it's located, the cooler, that's on the bottom. It's not, no, he put this one, but it's far away from the other coolers, so it has a space. Yeah, he told me that he put this. It's the best thing for the coolers is to be like a sandwich, so when it's working the fan, to don't suck air from left and right, to suck the air through the coolers. It's much more efficient. Now, is it to push, let us say, to be pedal to the metal for 2 kilometers? Definitely not. No. If you drive it normal and you're pushing a little bit, it's fine. Does it make sense to have also intaker temperature, let us say, or to have, let us say, the coolant temperature from the outlet of the heat exchanger to see when you're pushing too much? The exhaust gas temperature is going to be to the sky, forget about that. The compressor ratio that has the engine is 6.2 liters with a blower, yeah, forget it. That's it, that's what I have to say. As it is in this state, you don't have to do nothing. It's working, it's running, right? You put the headers, you take the car and finish everybody happy. Just saying, opinion, advice for the supercharger pulley. And it's gonna be another part when at the end, before we change the pulley, maybe the customer will decide don't change the pulley. I said to him, we're gonna go together just for curiosity to see the intaker temperature, to see how much it's raising. You're gonna see that on the video. That's it for the E-Class for now. Thank you very much. See you later. No, I'm not gonna upload this, or no, screw it, I'm gonna upload it. It reaches at 20 minutes. I'm gonna upload this video and then I'm gonna upload the other one that I'm showing the pump. And if you want to see the camshafts, obviously, and the video for the intaker temperature. Yep, that's it. Thank you.